Let me show you how I made this Grimdark Chainaxe with my 3D printer. The file I found for free on MakerWorld, where you can find hundreds of cosplay props for almost every setting. The standard file was a bit small, but on my H2C printer I was able to scale it up by 25%, and despite its size it still fit perfectly on the Printbed. Once the print was done and cleaned up, I started sanding down all the print lines and gluing the parts together. Wherever the gaps between the parts were too big, I used a soldering iron and some spare filament to weld the pieces together and fill the gaps. For the handle I used a 35mm round wooden rod that was 1 meter long. For the paint job I started by base coating everything with a thick layer of acrylic filler, followed by a layer of black paint. Once that was dry, I used some red ink and switched between the sponge and the brush to paint all the red areas. For the bronze details I used a wax color that gives a realistic metallic finish once it's dry and polished. The metal parts were painted with gunmetal silver. To add some more wear and battle damage, I used the soldering iron to create scratches across the surface, then gave the whole axe a generous black wash using oil paint. After letting it sit for a few minutes, I wiped away the excess, leaving the darker paint in all the scratches, gaps and details. For the finishing touch on the handle, I wrapped it with some rope and sports tape to give it a more rugged, battle-worn look. After that, I took the axe outside and used a mixture of red and black inks to add lots of blood splatters and grime all over it. To make it look even grimier and give the effect some extra texture, I mixed a little glue into the inks before applying them. And now all that's left to do is to kill, maim and burn your way across your favorite Imperial world.